Today, 2024 comes to an end, including my 30-day challenge. So today is actually day 30 of making these videos every day on YouTube, and I'm really excited that I did not miss a day. I'm excited that even on the days when it seemed like I just didn't want to make any video at all, I pushed myself. I'm also grateful for the courage to do things imperfectly, because maybe because I've been watching like big channels on YouTube and I see how their videos are like so clean and all of that, and sometimes it just gets to me and I just feel discouraged. That's even one of the things I was, or how I was feeling, like let's say in 20 or early in 2024. Yeah, early this 2024, and I think late 2023 as well. I think I was suffering from perfectionism. And you know what it's like now when you're watching those big channels on YouTube. You see how their videos are so cool, they're editing it like really well, and then your own video, it's not like, it's nothing to be compared at all. There was even a time when how getting someone to edit my videos seemed like a really difficult thing, and sometimes it was quite discouraging, and it would even make me not to make videos most times. But I'm grateful for beating that also, and just doing my videos without the extra editing and all of that. So I'm really grateful for growth. I'm grateful for embracing failure also, because I've done like a couple of things that didn't really get to work, and I am getting to learn that failure is very important. If you're trying to do something, you can have high hopes and all of that, but the failure is an important part of the journey. So I'm really grateful for embracing failure in 2024 and even going ahead. Of course, I want to be successful, but I think the first step in being successful is learning that you're going to learn through failure. And I also don't look at failure as a negative thing. I just look at failure as, feedback, that what you didn't work, so you need to try another method. And some people just don't get to ever try at all. So if you get to try, it shows that you've actually moved one step forward. So I'm grateful for that lesson also. I'm also grateful for those of you who subscribe to my channel, even though it's really not like the best of channels. It's not even close to anything average, but you still get to watch my videos. You still get to like give some time to watch my videos. I'm so grateful. And as we're getting into 2024, I know people are like, talking about cutting people off, New Year resolutions, but for me, I'm actually not setting New Year resolutions. I stopped setting New Year resolutions long ago, because I decided that New Year is not the time for me to change my life. I can decide to change my life in July. I can decide to change my life in October. I can decide to change my life on a Thursday. It doesn't have to be on a Monday or on New Year's Day. So I can decide any day at all to make resolutions. As you can see, I'm just rounding off my what they call it, my challenge of making videos every day on YouTube for 30 days, which I started in December. I didn't wait for January to start. And I think that if you're out there, you're always waiting for New Year to make resolutions, I think it's best for you to realize that maybe you don't need to buy my idea, but that's my idea. New Year is just a day, and you can wake up any day of your life and choose to make a difference. So you don't have to be feeling, you know how it's like when you like make New Year resolutions, and then maybe it's getting to, let's say, mid January, and you're beginning to realize that you've not kept those resolutions, and one thing in you just tells you that, oh, you've already messed up, and you start beating yourself. And the funny thing, yeah, you may not believe it, but a lot of people just get to say, okay, maybe I'll try again next year. I think you don't need to wait till next year to try again. You can always wake up every day. There's one of the philosophers that I learned from. He said every day is a new day to embrace change. every day, just assume that every day you wake up in the morning, you're starting a new life altogether. You can make resolutions any day at all. And concerning cutting people off in the new year, I think it's been a very long time since I cut people off. Maybe probably up to about maybe 6 or 7, 8 years, maybe. And the reason why I stopped all of that was because if you show me your true colors mid year in July, I will cut you off in July. I'm not going to wait for New Year before I cut you. And I think I'm really grateful because I've also been blessed with really, really wonderful friends. I've been blessed with a very loving family as well. And in as much as my life is not perfect, my relationships are not perfect, but I have also gotten to understand that I am also not perfect. In fact, understanding that I'm not perfect helped me to be able to understand the imperfection of others, because at a point when I was so quick to cut people off, it was because most times I never looked at myself and realized that I also was not a perfect person. So in this year, of course, I'm not cutting people off because, like I said, I don't have fake people in my life. I don't even have any space for them, because once I get to, uh, in as much as I know that people are not perfect, there are some people that you really need them to be off your life, to be very honest. Because if you find out that somebody doesn't want you to grow, somebody is more like anything that, how will I put it? Anything about you, it's more of like competitive to the person. You don't need those type of people. Maybe for other people they may keep them, but I really don't like keeping people like that in my life. I'm not in a competition with anybody, and I don't want anybody to feel like they are competing with me. Like, if you are my friend, and I'm really grateful that most of my friends are people who help to uplift me. I help to uplift them as well. Just like my mom gets to say, she says friendship is more like a give and take thing. So I think most of my friendships are give and take. We help to add value to each other's lives, and I think it's just more of like it's a mutual thing. It's mutualism. So I'm grateful for all of that, and I'm grateful for my baby girl. So yeah, I had her in 2024. So I'm really grateful for her presence in my life. It's really adventurous, like getting to observe a baby. It's something I've never really gotten to like give the time to. I've not been a baby's person. And so this is more like the first baby I'll get to observe and spend time around. So it's really been adventurous. And of course, I'm not going to lie that the journey has been easy, it's been rosy, but I'm grateful that my hobby is very, very supportive. So it's not as bad as it would have. Maybe I would have had like postpartum depression, but some days I feel low and some days I feel high. And I think that's just life. Even if you're not pregnant, there are days, or if you've not had a child, there are days you're going to feel happy, there are days you feel low. Sorry. Hey. So so that's just that. Thank you so much for being part of my challenge. And today I'm not going to say see you in tomorrow's video anymore, because I'm going to, put myself together and be more constructive in my videos. So I'm also grateful. One more thing, I'm grateful that like making videos on YouTube is not as difficult as it used to be. At least I've tried with one step. I've taken one step forward with trying to get comfortable with the camera, and I'm really grateful for that. So thank you so much for being part of this. I'm repeating it again. I know I get to say thank you a lot, but that's that. Thank you again, and see you next week. Bye.